So I'm going to be creating this video to show you some coding and how it works. So first thing, I'm sure Glenn already showed you this, but just to kind of get it in your head, because I know the first time I did it, like the first couple of times, it was hard for me to remember how to set all this up. So we start with File, New, Windows 32 Console Application, start with Lab 1. This is just an overview. You can't really change the settings here, so we'll go to the application settings, console application, because we're going to be working primarily with the actual console window, you know, the black and white screen. We're not going to be creating a .exe Windows application. We're not going to be creating a downloadable file as an application extension, etc. So we'll go ahead and empty project, finish, and then so we get this empty rack basically. So there's your solution name, lab1, and so we're going to go ahead and create a CPP file. We're going to title it main. I mean, you can really title it whatever you want, but Glenn just likes you to title it main. It helps with organization, and that's just what he likes to see being turned in. It's just a bunch of main files. So you'll see it goes under source files because it's source code. I always enjoyed being able to tell people that I was like writing source code and shit like that, just because it sounds awesome and it sounds all nerdy and stuff. And then header files go here, and this is where you put like definitions that your main.cpp will use that you can call on. But you won't learn about that basically till the very end of the semester. So the first thing you always do in any assignment is you put in your personal information in a comment that goes in the format like this. Okay, so that kind of creates that, like, not necessarily infinite amount of space, but you can put like just whatever comments you want between here, just to conserve on time. I already did one, and so I'll just paste it in here. So this is basically what you'll want to see every time is first name, last name, student ID number, date, what assignment it is right here, and then the description of it. I usually just copy and paste these. So let's go ahead and get started on actually writing the code. So what we're going to do is we're going to hashtag include IO stream, and then we're going to be using namespace std. I'm sure Glenn has already explained to you what IOStream is and using namespace std is. So let's go ahead and start creating with our first function that we'll call main. So we'll create a function called main. Okay, open curly brace, close brace, and as you'll see here, our function is called main. That's what this is right here. That's our function. Okay, now int doesn't mean like instantaneous or anything. What it really means is integer, so it's saying function integer. So that's why when you type your return statement down here to exit, you put an integer value there. I mean, this can be, you know, 9, 10, any valid integer really, but I just put 0. It's a simple number, clean, easy, etc. But if you created a void function that returns nothing truly, it doesn't return like true or false, an integer, a double, or anything like that, or a floater value, then you'll see it gives you 0 here. For that, you would just put return. But I'm sure this is just kind of confusing nonsense since he hasn't really talked about the different types of functions. You'll learn about them later on, so don't let it stress you out if you don't know what it means. So like he said in the description, is he wants you to write a C++ program, outputs the statements in a letter XL in big blocks like the following example right here. So that he gives you the following example that actually makes it pretty easy. So all you're going to do is you're going to type cout. Okay, so cout means basically display this out on the console window. Double chevrons, just kind of it works in the way that you can just think of it as data flow in a way. chevrons going to the left means data flowing out, chevrons to the right means data flowing in. I'm sure you've seen it with C in and C out. So in order to do this, his hint for this was that you're going to be using 5 C out statements to accomplish this task. So we're basically going to do this C out, and in this quotation marks is where we'll put our X's and O's, XO, I love you, you know, atmosphere, XOXO. There you go. Okay, so we'll go ahead and build this code, see for if we have any errors. It's succeeded, so we don't, and then so that means we can start without debugging. There you go, you can see it displays to the console screen, atmosphere XOXO. So we'll just go ahead and remove this for now, and then we're just going to copy this code right here that doesn't have anything between the quotation marks, and you'll see in a sec why I'm doing that. So we have 4, now 5. So now just between these, we can just copy this text left to right here, full thing. Just copy it, paste it in, copy it, paste it in. Makes it really easy that he gave you this example. And then once we just paste this in there, then we'll just build it and double check to make sure it looks right. Then it's just kind of, really after that, then it's just kind of like triple checking all your information, just making sure everything's nice, solid. So as we can see here, when we pasted it in, we had a little formatting error. Then we'll go ahead and back this on up a little bit and just get everything to match up right. Just make sure it looks proper and all that stuff to how his example looked right here. So everything looks to be in order here, so we'll go ahead and build our code. Start without debugging, see how it looks. Thanks. And we have a little extra space right there. So I don't know. That extra space shouldn't be there. That looked funny. You can see how this looks now. And it must be because we have a tab somewhere in here. Yeah, there it was. Alright, so now that should look appropriate. It should look exactly in the console window like how it does there. As we can see, it does. Beautiful. This is working exactly how it needs to be. We'll go ahead and Control S just to save it. Build it one last time just to be overly conscious. Looks like how it does. Your name's on this. All of this is good. Hope you enjoyed the music. Hope you enjoyed the little basic tutorial of how this all works. I look forward to tutoring you in the manner that we discussed previously. Anyways, have a good night, babe. I love you.